Alright, and back we are. This is part 6 and hopefully we're getting close to the finish line. Now if you could please not freeze, that would be really nice. Skills, finally something new for everyone. Let's go for a little bit more HP, because I'm not a fan of getting one shot. Everyone also already has kind of a full kit, so I guess getting passives is not a bad idea. Summon Either restores TP by an amount based on number of summons up to times 15. Oh, for everyone! That sounds nice. Haven't really been using him, but I guess we can try it out. And let's grab ourselves an aura. Okay, now I think I need to keep the metal dagger since it's a little bit more damage compared to the normal attacks. Solve the quest into the Maelstrom, solve the quest The Gates of Nissa. Can we actually track this? I haven't mapped out this talent yet, good thing I tagged along. Are you okay? Interesting, red hair and a light tan. Could be from the sun, but you don't look much. You don't look like you do much outdoor work. Are you from Nabrelia? You see that gnarly wave? It took me right out of the boat. But I guess I landed where I wanted to get to anyway. This is the island with the infamous clan, isn't it? Got a job for you and your people, that is. About the 7 true kings. We lord the Kraken, the 6th true king. With his breathing he creates the tides, but you already know that. Every child knows that. His arms stretch out to all the oceans, and once he moves them, a tsunami is created. Crazy, isn't it? Enough chit-chat, so when do we leave for Nissa? That's why I'm here. I want you to accompany me to Nissa so that I can learn more about the past of the True Kings. I want to take a look at Asnadiel the Dragon, the second True King of the world. Oh, the one sleeping on Nissa is just the second. I already told you through the Ogrin Grottos, you know the way. Only problem is that a beast that blocks my entry into there. Not a problem anymore, it's yours, let's go. That was kind of sudden. Okay, carrot number 2. Time for some revengeance. Oh, are they not going to run anymore? Ah. Oh, hey Basil, welcome. And hello Gamen as well. So there should be a way out up here. Jump. So what are a couple of sentient pigs doing in here? Finishing the first day of the museum on HSR. Oh right, it's today. Haven't started it yet. My bacon absorbed the fall. Quick to the boss. You have time, there's some time gate. I'm going to guess it's like a week, if not 2 weeks. So yeah, there should be plenty of time. I've got half of an idea to just leave it for next week as well. This way I can just do it all in one go. For now it's tomorrow for the next time and 2 weeks for limited rewards. Oh, it's only 2 stages. Yeah, if it's only 2 stages I might do it tomorrow. Or the day after, because I still have the entire Genshin card game thing to go through. And they stopped talking. The vegetables are back to normal too. Our friend here seems to have been playing around with magic. Making animal talk and giving object a soul is of the highest magic. How can it be that a farmer has mastered it? Come in first, I'll tell you about my misfortune. My name is Frindolin, I'm actually from Raban and was a head of a mage academy. I had enough of my life in Nabralia, enough of this eternal warmongering. I wanted to use magic for good, but in Nabralia it was mainly used for war. That's why I fled and opted for a quiet life here in the countryside. How could I be happy about it? I'm the worst farmer ever. I wanted to farm without relying on spells, but my hands are full of blisters and my back hurts without end. I'm a failure who can't do anything except magic. There is a vacation area in the south, people from the free cities are mostly found there. Maybe I should follow your advice. Once I've recovered, I can reconsider the matter. Take this as a thank you. Oh, and he goes on vacation with the 2 piglets. I don't know, there's like 5 to 6 tiers, and the first day we are for the first 2 tiers. So yeah, it could go 1 tier per day or 2. So maybe 3 days and it's going to be fully available. Okay, that should have been one of the random quests. I guess it was a good idea to come and relax here, although it's a bit boring. For some reason it smells like bacon. So is this really it? No chests, no nothing. Just a couple of NPCs speaking. Maybe, but at least it's a fun thing to do, and I wonder what kind of new thing they will put in here for the next patches. After all, it's a permanent thing too. Oh yeah, I heard about that. They're trying to fix a lot of issues Genshin had. So even the events they're making permanent. Next one. Food, Chap and the Hungry. Arcant Archipelago, and this is the first time I'm here. You should be on your toes. Terran has this area under control. Fly up and you'll be targeted by their automatic cannons immediately. We can use our sky armors in hover mode, but if we need the fly mode, we should get rid of the cannons first. According to Haku, there are around 4 here. It's nice that they give you the option to explore everything a little bit faster with the armors, but at the same time, being unable to fly, what's in here? Oh, okay. But this area is empty too. Okay, this is probably stuff that opens up after you take down the cannons. And I'm also getting the suspicious feeling that I should have been here before. If there's robot drops, they might actually be for tier 2. Luckily, the Tarian base in the south leaves us alone, despite us being citizens of Scania. Wait, isn't this the same goat that betrayed us at court? Everything's just fine, I was thrown overboard. Where am I and who are you and who am I? I guess I forgot. Well, guess it's time for a new identity. Okay, I guess this is the new party member and this is the so-called canned mechanic. I was wondering what that was. He first canned it and then ate it along with the can. Of course not, I'm a grenade, I would never touch a sandworm, for example. It reminds me of noodles, disgusting. The box fight just now, on the other hand, reminds me of good old times, back in the Arnsreich. I remember even more, I was on the Hooge and went off with some adventurers to look for something. At some point they thought I was a spy from the Arnsreich and threw me off the ship. I'm afraid that's all I remember. Okay, let's check out the islands a little bit, and then recruit our new party member. When viewing material and loot in your inventory, you will get information on which enemies drop more of it. That might be useful as well. Yeah, the enemies are dying way too fast for being an on-level area. That's only cannon number 1 though. Should be around 3 more. For this one we can't actually climb, so we need to find the exit of that cave. But it can't really be here. Yeah, there's no other exits. Another thing I'm a bit weirded out by is the fact that I haven't found one of the class statues for a very long time now. Oh, maybe down here? Fantastic. So hopefully we are going to be able to get another class emblem here. Yeah, we're taking basically no damage now. And these used to be really, really hard to deal with. Let's see, Dragon Mail. Yeah, 6 star. We're up to 8 star items now. If I go down from here, I might not be able to come back, so let's check the bottom exit first. Still missing one missile battery though. Thought it would have been on the island. Okay, so we need to climb back up. There should be a way across here. Unless I actually need to fly. I don't think I'll be able to do anything for this event. The Arcarum one? These are being released on rotation, so even if you can't do much, don't worry too much about it. We should be having another one in a couple of months. These are mostly good just because they give you extra they let you farm Arcarum a little bit more easily. The sandbox especially, it's something that you really only worry about in the endgame. You need proper teams in order to be able to farm it efficiently. Let's see, 2 chests and a treasure here. Glaive V2 as suspected. Oh, there's the cave. And with this I should be able to fly. Fantastic. Okay, that's new. Soul of Ferneze. The hell is this? Legendary material used to upgrade ultimate weapons. Interesting, this means we are not even done with itemization yet. Okay, this might be it for this area at least. Even though I'm missing a couple of the hidden treasures. Oh no, 2 more chests in here. Weakness damage and additional 10%. Oh, that's cool, it gives a passive water attack. Might want to equip it if I get the chance to try it out. For now, let's grab the new party member and move on. This is insane, all these airships, all this technology. Most of the stuff you'll find here has changed its owner more than once and most of the time not voluntarily, so be careful. The huge must have its own supply of air stones, it can create a flying field anywhere, even in the middle of the sea. A clan from Valentis, what a rarity. Welcome to the huge, the jewel of the sea. A steel island forged by the strongest, smartest and most beautiful women in all of Eldria. We just do our job, after all, we live off the money of your clans. What is he doing here? Unfortunately, we can recognize him. We thought we got rid of you, old man, a brazen thing to do after you and that girl ate half of our supplies. He came with that brat from the Arnsreich on some mission to find some mysterious thing called GG, and then just helped himself to our food. Likely the Grand Grimoire. Shortening it to GG is pretty cute though. Maybe if you eat more you will remember? If we discover monsters that are edible, I can eat them and perhaps get my memories back. I can fight excellently despite my age, at least that's what I feel, and my feelings are never wrong. I wonder how old I actually am. Now, do we actually get to explore the pirate ship too? Let's... Oh! And this guy literally only has one skill? Cans an enemy with HP below 25%, user might remember a new skill. Beast Killer, Human Killer, this costs 10, so any other form of killer is likely going to be nice. When the character is full HP and would die by an attack, they will survive at 1 HP. Needs to have full HP though. Let's pick Enact Immunity and just passives, I guess. Let's bring him instead of Agil and just see what the hell he does. Because needing to eat monsters in order to unlock skills sounds pretty weird. We're neutral and never taking political sides. Guess that's one way to survive the various kingdoms at war. Oh, they have more sky armors too. Sky armors that we can't actually use, so how do we go on the left side of the boat? And yeah, these only sell tier 1 stuff. Okay, Clothes and Robe 8. Tomb of Fiends. Sky Armor enemies can drop skill RAM now. Ooh, that took a while to unlock. Only people owning the exclusive golden voucher are allowed to shop here. Okay, for the Graves of Nisa we should be able to start from here. Oh, and finally an anvil. These are some much needed upgrades. All this stuff is upgrade items, better not sell them. And these aren't really worth much. Sorry I was AFK for a bit, oh, don't worry. I'm trying to move forward with a couple of side quests. Since these will still be needed to unlock the main story. Yeah, I guess what the game was missing was a door behind the waterfall. I'm kinda happy I can take a break from the events since another Eden received an update. One nice thing about Granblue is the fact that you can just play it on the side. You guys are weak to earth. And apparently you're quite resistant. Okay, let's see how this thing works. I guess it doesn't on this. Just started the side story Festival of the Falling Flame. No, that's the one with Risa. Yes, events and side stories used to have a lot of fights, but eventually they calmed down a little bit. The old events used to be kind of like Monster of the Week stories, but after a while they started expanding them a little bit too. Very insistent on trying to get Sandalphon, but I don't know which character I should replace. I usually use you, Noah, and Cagliostro. Probably Noah. Noah is usually best played on manual, and since for the early game you'll be doing a lot of full auto, I think it might be better. I don't even know if they have good synergy, I just use them because they're strong. When it comes to team building, again, the only thing you really need is like a defense down and some attack up. I don't remember specifically which skills they have, especially you, since I don't have her. Falcon, but no, Falcon is 2 tiers lower. But considering you're running with Cagliostro, you might want to bring some Dispels, which you should be able to unlock with the Priest class. I also looked into which tier 4 class I should get into the future. If you do the side stories, Spaghetti Syndrome I think it was, you should be able to unlock the Relic Buster really early. And Relic Buster is a pretty decent generalist. It's got high auto damage, as well as some decent defensive options, since it can bring shield and barrier. Other than Relic Buster, there's Lumberjack, who is also a really good class. You can run Lumberjack with Miserable Mist, and that class alone brings a lot of utility and a lot of sustain, as well as some pretty decent damage. It's too strong even for you, but if you finish this parry you might stand a chance. I developed this parry for strong monsters like that, it weakens their body by a lot. Where did you put the berry? I'm starting to understand that I don't have as much CP as I thought I had. I don't remember CP being that big of an issue in the early game. Could have been because I farmed a bit more events than normal. But you should not be struggling that hard with it. Oh, this guy just does 1000 damage like that. Fine. I need 4k for Lumberjack and I have less than 5k, but I should be fine by the time I try to get that class. I think so as well. Again, usually class points are not that big of an issue. Good job, let's move on. Okay, that was weird. I could have expected the little tentacle to be a monster, but apparently not. These just disappear. Okay, I guess I'm going to need something else to access the goblin camp. I also have 19 EMP, but I don't think I should use them now. Oh no, you're fine to use EMPs. Those are class related though, so you should be using them on classes that you're going to use for a while. Let's check this other side first. For example, Dark Fencer is a class you'll be using a lot until you can unlock the rank 4s, so putting some EMPs on Dark Fencer is not actually that bad of an idea, especially if it's just attack. Yeah, you're fine doing that. Member of the Adventurer Guild, let me help you with some hints about unique monsters. Firstly, if you're lucky, you can find the unique monster in the west of O'Grain. It's an alpha male. I've heard all other enemies in the area disappear when it spawns. Secondly, people say a goblin takes its stroll somewhere near the northeast of O'Grain. Apparently it hates all goblins and wishes they were dead. Maybe it won't appear until the other goblins are gone. So not only you need to be looking out for the elite enemies, they also have specific situations that they need in order to spawn. And I can't even get to that chest. I'm not sure if I can actually take this thing on. The first one went down because we had the item. Which sub-skills should I use when I'm playing Dark Fencer? Oh, this guy just one-shot me away. Fine. With Dark Fencer you already have Delay, Miserable Mist and Gravity. So you could bring a Dispel or you could bring an attack buff. Usually which skills you bring also depends on your team. Okay, I guess I can't go up there. So there has to be something that weakens those. That one item was not enough. Unless the explorer here has more. So what about my light team after I replace Noah with Sandalphon? I would need to check their skills, but you should be fine running an extra Dispel. As whenever you Dispel stuff, Cagliostro should delay. Okay, the other one you need to come here from the middle. I want to use Renoverus 3. Renoverus 3 is also a pretty decent skill since it caps attack down too. Like the way the game is set up, you have 2 different defense downs and 2 different attack ups to apply to the enemy. Because like Miserable Mist lowers defense by 25%, but enemies can go down to minus 50% defense, and sometimes it's really important to cap it. By the gods, I knew it, Nissa didn't sink by any misfortune. These ruins are proof they serve as an entrance to the bottom of the crater. However, they were built in time before Nissa's demise, so the builders knew exactly what would happen to the city. We're not in Nissa just yet. There are 3 more gates. If the inscription here is to be believed, these witches are scattered all across Valentis. And of course, she expects us to find them all. According to the text, there is a switch in Roland, the Firewoods and Perpetua. Alright, now I can skip the Primal Legends. Hey, that's nice. That's going to make your daily grind a little bit easier. Not here. It's farther down still. Wait, it should be up there. How do I do? Pretty sure I've been there. I got several SSR weapons. I don't really need them for basic grades, but according to the wiki, I should not reduce or reserve them. Well, if you've not been pulling from the gacha, which SSR weapons are we talking about? Because usually the ones to save are the ones you get from the gacha. Wait, this respawned? I thought that was supposed to be a one-time monster. Wilhelm Bow of Sigurd and Spymer's Vision. Yeah, you're not really going to use those. Bow of Sigurd you might keep, since it gives an attack buff for the first 8 turns of battle, and it can sometimes be useful. Sometimes. For some burst setups where you just want to get into a raid, attack, and move out. But the Spymer's Vision, I don't think I've ever seen one used. Okay, I guess I've been here already. The other one was in the Fjordwoods, up north from here. Don't really like Spymer's Vision, to be honest. At least you don't nerf yourself with only building sword and katana. I mean, having a couple of earth swords in the early game is really not going to hurt. Oh right, the exit was up there. It should be in here. There is a loud sound in the far distance. You don't think you can reach it from here. We did hit part 2. Part 3 I hear around Perpetua. Hopefully I'm going to be able to use the sky armors. This is making navigation a lot easier. Oh, there's another golden one. But I can't land here. No, let me in. Oh right, I can't call them now. Might have messed up a little bit. Status resist RAM. I'll equip it later. Loud sound in the distance, you don't think you can reach it from here. That's number 3. That's weird. The game thinks there's a breakable wall in here. Might be this one, but I don't think I have the means to open it right now. How come there's nothing here? I'm probably missing one. Only need 3 Arcaron badges to fully explore Point Celsius, along with the other ones. I'm afraid I'm not really following. For the normal mode, you mean? Because after the normal mode, there's the hard and then the very hard difficulties for Arcarum. So you might still have quite the ways to go. Oh, this is an entire new area too. And yeah, I see the arrows on the ground, but I want to see what else is there. I'm currently exploring Point Celsius on normal, but I can only explore 113 with a single badge. Oh, right, because these are daily. Sometimes I forget. Is it normal or did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, don't worry. It's just that you get 1 exploration badge every day. So it's kind of time gated. It's too early for me to ask questions like this, but which evoker should I try to get? Which point should I explore? I think the first one that might be the most beneficial is probably going to be Kame, the Earth one, since he gives a really strong buff from the backline for your entire team. And it kind of changes the way you build your grid, since once you get Kame, you will want 1 weapon per type, or well, 1 exclusive weapon per type. Which point should I explore? Which one was it? The one that has the Hanged Man as a last boss. Doom resistance blocks Doom. SS attack up buffs this stat by 30% when HP is below 25%. Regain status resist. Poison silence immunity. Enact. This might be decent, and you might get the TP gain up. I still need to find an upgrade for the hammer and shield, as well as the elemental cannon. You unlock the door with the church key. Oh, this is where they met for the first time. The Pope and the other guys. A hidden switch behind the painting. Let's hit it. Sub, just joined. What game is this? Hey Gabriel, welcome. It's called Chained Echoes. It's a indie JRPG. Kind of standard when it comes to combat and classes. Oh, I saw the stairs going down. Kind of standard when it comes to combat and classes, but it has a party switching mechanic which is kind of okay. And a very, very convoluted plot. Find the hidden stone tablets. In Valentis, help of Leonard, and forest in the west, in east, finally mountains. The text is for the most part illegible, but with some time the party is able to figure out 3 locations in Valentis. So there's even more exploring and backtracking to do. Also, it has flying mechs. Member of the Adventurer Guild, let me help you with some hints with unique monsters. If you're lucky, you can find unique monster in the southwest of Perpetua, in front of some cave, I might add. Secondly, people say there are suspicious sand swirls in the southeast of Perpetua. Southwest and southeast. These worlds I think I've seen, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Ooh, counter crit up, that sounds nice. Took a while, but finally we can sort of customize the sky armors too. Alright, let's go look for these sand swirls in the southwest. South from here stands a chapel. It's from a time when the church tried to set foot on Valentis hundreds of years ago. You realize what it means? It was built before the explosion that destroyed Perpetua. Everything around it was destroyed, but for some reason this building still stands. Mysterious. Do you know if there are any news of a new collab? Not for now. The last one announced was the one for One Piece, and we already had it. But we are approaching summer and they usually announce something cool around this time. So there should be some interesting announcement between this month and the next. I should probably check on the wiki, because I remember there should be some official live stream for Granblue, during which they announce stuff. But I can't remember the date off the top of my head. Oh, there it is. As I mentioned, I just joined. I'm kind of wondering, why are your characters flying around? Is it an Iron Man suit or actual mecha? It's kind of like an Iron Man suit. The MC of the game is an actual pilot. They use these things for war, but we've been kind of rebelling against the king. There should be a mini-boss in this area that spawns with some white foam, this white foam, which keeps disappearing the moment I approach it. There we go. Weak to light. And this looks like a fight that should be done with sky armors. Because it kind of one-shot us. Okay, it lets me start in Sky Armor at least. At least it's not AoE. Well, you typed that a little bit too early. Let's see, Blind Salvo. Hopefully this is going to protect us a little bit. Okay, and this is the first one we dropped that's purple. Poison Extended Ram. The buff has 50% chance to hold longer for 3 turns, deals weakness, damage, and additional 0%, 3% chance to counter single target physical attack with TP regen. Hey, that sounds quite OP. What did I remove? I think it was counter... Oh no, it was the elements. The other one should be on the other side. Southwest in front of some cave. The one thing I found a bit weird is the complete lack of AoE with the Sky Armors. I only have one character that has one. These things, the Sand Shocks, just random monsters. Random monsters that one-shot people. Can you guys not? I loaded a bit too much. I guess X marks the spot. What did we get here? Soul of something. Oh, Soul of Farnes, another one of the items required to level up ultimate weapons. So I guess we're on the lookout for a cave out here. And these still don't connect. There's the other one, but I need to find the landing zone. Oh, another one here too. Yeah, this area is a damn labyrinth. Okay, those now seem to connect. But there's still something missing. Yes, I need to reach that cave. Unless it's this one. Okay, that should be everything. Okay, fantastic, that is everything. All of this for another Soul of Farnes. And this means that hopefully I should start getting the ultimate weapons soon. This should be the area with the other boss though. And I think I've been in front of both caves. Here I've been and nothing spawned. And here I've also been with nothing spawning. I don't think it's that one. Oh well, let's see what the NPC has to say. Since we should have opened the road now. You want to take the elevator down. I kind of want to explore the left side first. I saw a chest down here. Strike first ram? A 100% chance to act first in battle. I remember there was a base item like this too. But I guess it doesn't matter that much for sky armors. As long as MC gets to act without getting one shot, everything should be fine. Door seems to be locked from the other side, and the other side is likely where the goblins are. So let's go down and see what's there. This view is amazing, world fail me. The city has really sunk in one piece. The buildings are all standing, for the most part that is. Up there, the wyverns fly like a flock of birds. Combined with the fog, it's no wonder you can't reach Nissa via the crater. And somewhere down there dwells Asnadiel. So excited to see him. Do you really want to meet to find yourself face to face with a dragon? They are the strongest, more powerful creatures in all of Eldrea. They can destroy whole cities within a few seconds, and they're all so mysterious. In Vati, there's a mountain that was famous for its twin wind caves. Strong winds flowed in and out. No explorer could enter the cave and come out alive. Either the wind pulled the explorers deep into the cave, or it hurled them down out of the mountain. It was not until 100 years later that geologists found out that the mountain was not a mountain at all. Once they cleared it of all its flora, its appearance became visible from a distance. A true king. Looks like a giant monkey. The ape Mediores Arbo, first true king, also called the meditating king. The caves were nothing but its nostrils. He had been meditating for thousands of years, so that he had become one with the environment. The second True King is a boar that moves through the world in almost straight lines, piercing a huge moat throughout the earth. Nothing can stop him, even a mountain is no obstacle, he simply bores his way through everything. People use his paths as tunnels. Whole villages must give way if the boar approaches them. His trenches are visible even from up high in the sky. Why do I have the feeling that they're setting these up as if we are going to have to kill them all? We are already setting off to kill about 3 gods. Having to kill True Kings too sounds like a bit of a reach. We know even less about the 4th king, but once a century there is an incredible event. A voice resounds all over Eldria, speaking for several minutes in an unknown language. That voice sounds like a parrot repeating some words. Because of this immense ability, it was classified as a True King. What it looks like and where the voice comes from, no one knows. Herald Ruhan, 4th True King, also known as the Divine Voice. I do not need to introduce the next True King. We all see him when we look up in the night sky. Our second moon. I swear if we're going to fight a moon, I'm going to just lose it. No one has ever seen the main body of the next True King, but his work influences us all. He creates ebb and flow through his breathing. When he uses his tentacle, giant waves are created. The Kraken Rylord. And the last in line is quite special. It is not a single entity, but it's made out of thousands of individuals. It is fast and unstoppable, it contaminates entire cities within a few hours. Oh. The Red Swarm, Carmassians, the Black Plague. Well, that was a nice bit of exposition. This looks bad, the game is locked and the key seems to be a complex mathematical puzzle. I'll have to solve it, it will take days though, I'm slightly annoyed. Okay, that's one done. What's left is the Into the Maelstrom. On the quest board, looks like we've gotten plenty of stuff. So hopefully this is going to fund my next upgrades. For being just an indie game, they sure gave it quite a bit of depth. There's lots and lots of stuff to do. This one job here has some nice rewards. If you're able to see a white door in your mind, I urge you to seek me out. That's Gawain. Magniola, the Radiant Diva of the Equilibrium. Somehow it appears in my mind's eye every now and then, but I don't know what it means. If that's the case, it would be worthwhile to pay the lady a visit, as long as the lady is not affiliated with the king. I think the YouTube chat might have eaten that thing, hold on. Out of topic, but speaking of moon, are diaspora like as big as the moon? If I remember correctly, it pops out of the moon and the moon dweller and are the moon dweller weapon of mass destruction. Diaspora should not actually be that big. If I remember correctly, it should be slightly bigger than the mechs that we pilot in the event. Oh, they still have people hanging in here. How can I be of service? Do you need your future read, an injury healed, or a disease cured? It's about the job offer. I can see the white door. You're not the first to claim that, and try and get the reward money. Does the door show up a lot in your dreams? It only appears to me during the day when I'm awake. What do you see behind the door? That we can't actually answer, we've never opened it. When you push the door handle, does it all open or is it locked? I see the door, but my body is not there. I can't go to the door and open it. I've had about 100 people come up to me and say that they see the door, but you're the first one where it might actually be the truth. This energy, that door, it's divine. And she's doing the Ojo laugh. I, Redentiva of the Equilibrium, I'm back on the scene. Your name was Glenn? I'm not a simple fortune teller. I can see into people's minds, into their dreams, or I used to be able to. Once I could see the door like you, and even open it, but now it doesn't even appear for me anymore. That's why I need you. You'll make the door show itself and I'll open it. What's wrong with these people? They are shells. People without a soul. Haven't you heard of them? If you need an explanation, the Divine Diva is here to help. You know, when a person dies, their evil soul flows into the maelstrom, mixing with the other souls there and eventually is injected into a newborn. That's the cycle of life. There's a problem with this cycle. The amount of evil in our world stays the same while more and more people are being born. The average person nowadays has therefore less evil inside their body than they had 800 of years ago. So that's why they're also losing their magic power. Exactly what Victor is saying. It might even happen that a life is born without any evil, as you can see here. This man had thrown himself off the roof of his house. His life is not in danger anymore, but he is in a coma and is not waking up. His mind has locked up for some reason. Thanks to Glenn, we can now go into his mind, look for the cause of this malady and heal him. A door as beautiful as yours is something I've only seen of my master. That would be such a waste. Oh, and finally we see it a bit more clearly too. Still in the back room, but your ether is communicating with the man's own. What you're seeing right now is his mind. I'm watching you from outside. If you want to come back, there's only one way. Find the cause of this man's trauma and help him. Oh nice, the terrain is suspended. And it's a bit weird that we can also get items, because these items should not be real. Remove the fragment, no fragment in possession. Nothing here, so I guess these are going to open my way forward. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I probably need more fragments too. See, if I put the bridge in here, nothing happens. So I might need this one. Yeah, that at least connects up top. I might have to leave it here. Hopefully they're not going to make traversal that difficult. Oh no, I might need the bridge here. Okay, yeah, this is kind of a mess. One has to stay here though. No, it can't be like this. Yeah, I think I might have left the bridge in a spot I can't get it back from. Oh, never mind, I can get the house back from here. Isn't that the man from the hospital bed? Sorry, my dear. Drink this to the last drop. This will spare you the horrors of this war. And I guess now we know why he tried to jump off a roof. He poisoned his daughter and threw himself to his death. Great, outstanding work. Glenn, you are the chosen one. Together we'll be able to help many people. Through the guidance of the Radiant Diva of the Equilibrium and your beautiful door, we will save the world. Ah, finally. Earlier I sped through everything, we went directly through the door and into the man's mind, but now I'll give us a little more time. Come and see. I see a starry sky down there, a few hundred feet below us. I see the reflection of a starry sky in a vast silent ocean, and that ocean is nothing but the maelstrom. An immeasurable sea composed of the ether of the deceased, and up here in the night sky above the ocean, the ether of the living shines like stars. This place is the connection between the maelstrom and our world. Every star is a living being, we are one of them, and next to us are hundreds of thousands of others, all the living beings of Eldrea. Unfortunately, we cannot see our neighbors directly, but only through the reflections in the maelstrom. Fortune tellers look into the reflection of the stars and thus into the life of a person, but since it is only a reflection, it is quite inaccurate. I don't know how it's possible, whenever we get an answer or an explanation for something that's going on, things only get more and more complicated. A rusty sword. Rusty weapon, useless unless there's a secret power hidden within it. So the ultimate weapons might actually be craftables only, if this is anything to go by. Just can't get any further, total writer's block, this story has hit a wall. Maybe I should just start from the beginning. I'm writing about the life of a chef, but somehow I don't have the necessary knowledge. Probably have to do a lot of research first, but who has the time for that these days? Cooking really is a mystery to me. Why am I even writing about this topic in the first place? Oh right, my agent. This guy is an immortal and apparently has an agent. Okay, where is everyone else? I don't think anyone would say those words like that, but I'm not quite sure. Every day I'm practicing speaking in a more common manner, you know? I don't think I want to live the life of a princess ever again. The life outside the palace is often connected with suffering, true, but as a price for freedom, I'll readily pay it. Glenn promised to show me some tricks on using this sky armor later. Right now I'm the worst paladin in the group and I don't like that. But first I'm going to have a drink. This stuff here tastes like sewage water, unfortunately. Baltratz doesn't seem to have a problem with it though, he just gulps down everything. Oh, this area is still locked out. I'm missing a couple of people. Glenn might be outside. Rob, I know, is outside. I do wish for my life back in my own place, my own palace, but if Len would rather move to the countryside, I would follow her. I could make good money by poaching, but Len doesn't eat meat and would probably be against it. I also know a lot about herbs. I could open a store for herbs and spices. That's way below my class, but it sounds kind of exciting. They're already making plans for after everything's over. Where the hell is Glenn? This place shouldn't be so vast that it's actually possible to lose someone. This is just the bedrooms. We started from here. Oh, okay, I just need to come back here. was really delicious. But that delicious in quotes? Getting first served by a princess is a rarity, so enjoy this moment. The lad who helped me out with the cooking fell over from exhaustion. He couldn't keep up with my pace apparently. I'd better go check on him. Haku sent word that the Himmelskaiser is ready. Let's head for the meeting room. What's your decision? You're our leader. I'm supposed to decide on whether we're going to destroy a weapon of mass destruction, or if we're going to use it to kill gods who want to destroy all of humanity. One day is not enough to make a decision. I don't want the grimoire to harm any more people. If Gawain is really speaking the truth and is biased at destroying humanity over and over again, then we can't let that happen either. But if we use this stone for our own purposes, then we are not much better than King Frederick. Killian would not hesitate to use any means, but I'm unsure. I'm sorry, I can't make a decision right now. I need more time. Let's go to the grave first and postpone the decision. So then I shall lead you to the tomb of my ancestors. It's located in the northeast of Farnsport. Okay, why are you showing me caves? Oh, that's the Goblin side quest dilemma down here. Maybe tomorrow. Let's go to the grave first. I think you need the can machine. Enemies can be canned at 50% HP. This means you've been using nothing. 20% chance that drops trap stays after being triggered. Oh, that's nice. Attack and magic might be nice. I think I need the Charm on the Learner on her. This way she can level up a few skills a bit more easily. Okay, so why are your ancestors' catacombs so far outside of Fansport? That's a long story. Do you want to hear it? About 300 years ago, the sewer system was built in Fansport, which greatly improved the lives of the townspeople. Only the palace did not get any access to it, since under the palace lay the catacombs of our ancestors. It would have been an insult to let the feces of the palace pass through there, so for decades the royal family still had to use the good old outhouse. That is, until the Mad Queen Hefnar came to power. She could not bear to see the city dwellers were allowed to lead a more hygienic life than she herself. So despite opposition, she had the Narcerian sewage system extended to the palace, which is one of the many reasons why she was called the Mad Queen. Of course, no royal wanted to be buried there anymore, Hefnar least of all, so they had new catacombs built. However, it would have been an embarrassment for the court if the people learned that the old ancestral tomb had become a cesspool, which is why they built new catacombs far away and kept them a secret. This is probably why the church has yet to discover the tomb, even though they search for Lady Rhaena's grave so eagerly. Let's go find Lady Rhaena's grave. Gawain claimed that Glenn should be able to open it somehow. I don't think I can do any. Well, that's how. There's no turning back for a while if you continue. But I think we got most of what we wanted out of our system, so... Oh, you're actually better off with the Golden Brigantine. What happened? Something separated us from the rest of the group. Listen, bewitched ones. Only the pure are allowed to approach the grave. Everyone else must first prove themselves. Oh, I guess they were separated because they got cursed in order to obtain their magic. And he's out. I'm not a fan of having to fight alone, especially with just a single healer. Oh wow, the upgraded flintlock is actually better. Can Proto Bahamut be skipped? Sadly, no. You're going to need a lot of rusted weapons, and Proto Bahamut, you just have to suck it up and do it. Thankfully, you can just one-punch it. The curse confuses the mind. Man gets lost in it. If you are worthy of the grave, then face your inner self, face your past. It's just terrible how the king's children are at each other's throats. He's not even then dead, and yet they're all slaughtering each other for his heritage. If I were the king, I wouldn't even want to get up from my sick bed. What is Bahamut Mino? It's a summon that a class uses. It's a tier 5 class, so it's pretty far away from you. It's called the Mana Diver. Do not worry, my sweet child, they are just talking nonsense. Mother is here for you. The event that drove you into the curse. It shall be your obstacle. I sense Amalia and Batrats behind that wall. What's going on here? Revives and restores all HP for all characters. I actually never saw that. Oh, okay, Crest attacks on his own. That's nice. A little bit of single target damage at least. I did it. Did you? Look deeper into yourself. You have merely defeated an idea, a false copy of yourself. Where is the real Princess Amelia? This poison is used by Divati's assassins. It is completely odorless and tasteless, and kills within 2 hours. The best weapon is the one that cuts on its own, isn't it so? Half of Amalia's siblings are already dead. It's only a matter of time before they get to her and me. I have to act first. Oh, it was actually the mother, not Amalia herself, who killed her brothers. I remember it well. First, the oldest and the youngest heirs to the king's throne died. The oldest because they were direct heirs and had to be disposed of quickly, the youngest because they were the easiest to kill. When the first children died during a hunt or in infancy, no one would suspected anything. But when 5 children and a concubine were dead within 2 weeks, rumors began to spread. The successors began a struggle for the legacy. The king's palace became a snake's nest. What are you doing to Mother? She didn't give me a choice. If I hadn't killed her, it would have been my turn. I don't want to die. I wish I could avenge you. I wish I could avenge us both. And this is where the manipulator of fate showed itself. Hello and welcome to the crossroads of destiny. My mother had always been a frail woman. When I heard from the other children that what was going on in the palace, I knew immediately that my mother would have been one of the victims. She was too weak and too soft. I loved her and wanted to protect her, but how could a child protect their parent? I was powerless until the masked man appeared. I wished for the power to avenge my mother. I wished for fire magic that could slowly burn my opponents, water magic so I could suffocate them on dry land, earth magic so I could crush them limb by limb. So I paid the price and received the curse, but instead of getting the power to kill my enemies, fate ironically gave me the power of healing. Let us all toast to the recovery of our king. He may not be able to say it himself, but I'm certain he's glad we're all dining together again. Well, all the survivors at least. The distrust in the palace had been palpable for the last couple of months. People avoided each other and locked themselves into their rooms. Every meal was eaten alone. Since father's illness, 15 tasters had died of poison. The servants found it harder and harder to find new replacements. For father's recovery, everyone was invited to dinner for the first time in a long time. In case a snake had nevertheless lodged its venom somewhere, all the family members had to be present and dine on the same soup. This is a sign of our reconciliation. Together on this evening, we are to find again what has been lost to us. How right my son is. We are all family after all, aren't we? And if someone does not drink of that wine or eat of that soup, we know exactly who is still wearing the costume of a snake. They ate the same soup, they drank the same wine, as if they were a family, and as if nothing ever happened, as if countless people hadn't died. Everyone at the table, except for father, who wasn't allowed, had eaten the soup. Every heir to the throne had ingested the poison that someone had secretly mixed in. To this day, I don't know who did it. Maybe it was a concubine who had lost her child and gave her own life for revenge, but deep down inside me, I believe that father did it, because he was disappointed by his family. Seeing them kill each other must have shattered his heart. Of course, I also ate from the soup. I was also poisoned, but unlike them, I did not die. Because with my gift of healing, I eradicated the poison in my body. I was the only successor to the throne left. Father died 3 days later and I became his heiress. Your stumbling child, as sure of victory as you seemed, you're now at your wits' end. I guess we each have to pass the test on our own. It's good that we're not separated. Together we will cope with this task as well. Yeah, but what did you do? How come you lost all your... well, the arms? TP, defense and mind. I might want to use this. And the skills should be fine. How many battlefields have you stumbled through? How many battles have you fought as a mercenary? Death's breath close to your neck, never looking backwards nor forwards, living only in the present. But now an important person has appeared before you, and you must remember your mission. You must look back. If you want to lead this maiden, you should be able to look into your past. This is the coolest armor you've created so far. Thanks, I'm only missing some enchantments. Oh, that's his son. One day you will be able to craft yourself your own armor, even better than mine. Okay, of course he's weak to light. But, oh right, we can't heal. Okay, and snacks seem to no longer be enough. Regen. Is that the end of it? Ice Cold and Sovereign, you kill your opponents, but can you also destroy the enemy within yourself? Everyone arm yourselves, all of you, we're under attack. Bandits are coming, quick, get ready. They've got a lot of dough, they look like a bunch of mercenaries and yet they are as rich as kings. Blacksmith, what kind of group are you guys? I let you leave so you could answer my question. If you refuse to talk, you might as well die. The Order of Leonard has been my life's work. It wasn't as big of a group as it was in the days of my father and grandfather. There were only a few of us left. Some did not believe in this Harbinger or in any maidens being reborn. Others had their own plans for their own future. I belonged to a small wandering troupe that kept all the sanctuaries in Eldra in good shape. You could have called us the janitor of the Order. We were constantly on the road and saw all kinds of countries. It was an exciting life until those bandits ambushed us. Got here just in time. My heart was full of sorrow at that moment, but even greater was the shame, as my dying son worried for my life. After all, it is the parent who must take care of their children, not the other way around. But my son was strong, stronger than me probably, because with his will, he called for fate and received the curse. He paid with his body and received a new one in exchange. Now, why is the armor moving? This is a nightmare. As the blood left my body, all I could think of was Rerim. His armor lay shattered on the ground. The helmet was split in two, and there was a huge crack in his torso. Although it was not my son's body, I felt his soul all too well. He was still alive inside that dark metal. I needed to protect him. Twice in one evening in one place. I've never experienced that before. Now, you know the procedure, right? Give me a sacrifice and I'll give you the curse. Take whatever you want, my limbs or my whole body, I don't care, I just want to protect my son. Oh, and that's why Baltraz speaks about himself with we. This is your real weakness. You both just can't ask for help. You think you're better off alone. You think that when you ask for others for help, you show your weakness. This will be your doom. If it were as you say, if you were really unable to ask others for help, then we would truly be weak. What is this? Is the wall alive? If the wall is a monster, then we can defeat it. Does this mean we get no... yeah. 2 less characters in the team. Weakness to water and no multi-target. Fantastic. Oh, the hits are AoE. Okay, let's extend these. I probably should have tried fixing my team before this fight, as I don't like the second character behind Rob. And both of my main DPSs are stacked one behind the other. At least the fight was easy enough. Okay, so, you guys alright? You called for help and your friends ran to your side. Despite the curse, you have proven yourselves worthy, so you shall have access to the tomb of my mistress. Baltratz is unconscious and Amelia is going to stay behind to heal. Her body is completely decomposed, but the flower blooms as if it was freshly added. You think someone was here recently? That is an eternity lily. It was often put in the graves of nobles, it never wilts. Where's the key? I see nothing of worth. The grave of Lady Rena. Excellent work. Hello, Wyatt. How long have we been looking for this? Thank you so much for leading us here, Sienna. I guess our paths cross again, Glenn. You know each other? What a twist of fate this all is. A sign that we are on the true path. The Pope has guided us properly once again. On your knees, foolish boy, you must have forgotten the teachings. You stand before the reincarnation of the Holy Mother, the woman who will set us free from the Harbinger. O Holy Mother, the Pope requests an audience with you. He wants to support you in your mission. The Church's purpose is to lead the world to a better future through technical innovation. But as long as evil lies dormant, then can be no better future. We must defeat this evil together. The Church belongs to the Leonard Order. Can we trust them? I can't. The Church has too many shady shit going on. But if we're fighting on the same side... But the Church is still breeding monsters and setting them free around the world. The question is, do we even have a choice? Right, Wyatt? I would strongly recommend you come along. So let's see what the Pope has to say. Excellent, however, for security reasons, we must take the custody of the Grand Grimoire. Can't have you walk with a weapon of mass destruction through the Church's capital. Please do not defy the will of the Pope. In all of Eltra, there's hardly anyone as strong as him. He'll get it no matter what we say. The flower is the key. The Pope will explain it to you. Now that your safety is taken care of, we can leave. Okay, merrily, a flying cathedral. It was only a stone throw away. Surely it can't be a coincidence that merrily makes her orbit over Valentis. Well observed, His Excellency has set all the wheels in motion to find Lady Rena's grave and this key. And he has succeeded, even faster than planned. His Excellency is currently aboard, however. He will arrive in 2 days. In the meantime, the Holy Mother and her companions can enjoy Merrily's excellent hospitality. It all looks so familiar to me. It's the same architecture as in my memories. Somehow, this place looks familiar to me as well. And it's gone. How blessed I am. Having the Holy Mother being reborn within my lifetime is the greatest gift our Lord could have offered me. Sir Wyatt, we have a problem, I think. One of our sky armors is missing. Someone must have stolen it during our flight here. Where's Killian? Hasn't he already left the ship? The grimoire, where is it? I'm afraid Killian had it. A good thing this celebration is only held once a year. I always feel like cattle on display with all the guests. I changed my mind, Timothy. Take me away from this place. I would rather die than marry that man. We'll get married and I'll find a new dream, but you need to stay here. You can't give up your destiny, Len. You'll continue living here and I'll find myself a house in the city. They just need my soul, don't they? How I live my life until I die is none of their business. If something happens to you and you die, the Song of Mana Flora won't work. Then your echo will just dissipate like everyone else's and your mission will have failed. How dare you cheat on me? Do you think that's funny? You are mine. You're not married. Not yet, at least. Your parents bought me for you, like a toy, and the Order agreed out of gratitude for their generous donations. You could have cancelled our agreements. Instead, I'm sure you just wanted my money. All the while, you're having fun with that man. Yeah, we managed to go like 10 minutes without someone dying on screen. Len hanging there. Looks bad, doesn't it? The wound is deep. We should have left this place sooner. There is yet another way we can save you. I mean, if only their souls matter, then time doesn't really matter. It's you and HO3. No time to explain, she's dying, we need the Song of Mana Flora. We must send her echo into the Maelstrom. Do you want a maiden to die and her echo to vanish? Her soul carries the Guardians. Of course not, give me 10 minutes, I'll take care of the wound until then. One more thing, you'll have to send me along. No matter how long it takes, no matter where we end up, I will search for you and find you. No matter how many eons it will take, until then. It would be nice to know how many years before this it actually was. I have to find her, I have to find Len. So he finally figured it out. I think your Lisbon friend is doing better as well. He went out for a stroll. You are the guest of His Excellency, aren't you? I hope you enjoy your stay. No, there's one more NPC to talk to. Our income has been looking rather dismal for the last few months. We unfortunately had to close a couple of orphanages in Pangaea. A door here too. Oh, and that's the Colossus' hides I needed for the armor upgrades. What's Amelia doing here? I'm to learn how to do this small talk. What are you staring? I mean, how are you doing, Baltratz? We're doing fine, why do you ask? Your arms and legs, they belong to your son. Not exactly, they are my son, or at least parts of what is left of him. Can you communicate with him? No, that's impossible, but I can sense him. I can feel his ether. You're asking a lot of questions while keeping a lot of secrets to yourself. True, it would most certainly be fair to leave these secrets of mine, since I saw yours. I think I know what you would like to ask. What did I pay? Correct? What did I offer to receive this curse? The power of healing was not cheap. I thought I could offer one of my siblings, but they meant rather little to me, so the masked man did not accept them. Unfortunately, yes. So instead, I paid with a part of my life. I paid with my future. All the years that I would have lived in this world, I offered them. I do not have much longer to live, perhaps a year, maybe two. At least with the power of healing, I have the chance to help a lot of people before I leave this world. I think I received the curse because I was too weak. I was just another victim of the palace intrigues, but contrary to my siblings, I received the chance to live a few years longer. I was lucky, not strong. Anyway, we wonder if there is a way to lift the curse. If there is, we most likely will not find it within my lifetime. I should probably check on this once I have the team back together. I'm also still missing a party member too. Probably even more than one. Because I don't have the character who uses fists. And I don't have the character who uses cards. Deals Trove of Gold, 5 gold ore, so it's 6, but these shouldn't really matter anymore. The items that are really going to matter at this point might actually just be the endgame weapons. Okay, Len, there you are. Listen to me, I had another dream. Until now I couldn't remember my previous life. I still don't remember everything, but now I know who I was. I couldn't explain it until now, but I've always had a familiar feeling being close to you. I realized that back in Cortera when we first were stranded alone. So we know each other from our previous lives. Didn't you have that feeling? I was a teacher in the Order of Leonar. Remember how you almost died and we had to send off your echo? I followed you shortly after that. That's me. I'm Timothy. I know it's unbelievable, but... you have no decency at all. From one day to the next, Len is overwhelmed with memories of a lifetime. It's lucky that she's still sane. She probably just needs some time to sort through her memories. I mean, you also kind of just dropped a bomb on her. I'm intentionally not buying Damascus ingots with Damascus crystals. Should I continue doing that? I think you can. Like, you're not going to need Damascus ingots for quite a while now. The only use Damascus ingots have is to uncap gacha weapons. But the weapons that you uncap with them, you need to be very careful which ones you pick. In the very early game, you might just not do it. There could be some exceptions, like the Pain and Suffering or the Harmonia, but unless you get those weapons and unless you can start building a grid around those weapons, might as well just keep saving materials. Is there a reliable way to get Damascus crystals? Not really. Like, some of the raids in the endgame drop smaller items like of Damascus. It's not pinches, it's grains. They drop Damascus grains. And you can upgrade Damascus grains into Damascus crystals, and then Damascus crystals into Damascus bars. It's still a pretty long process though, so instead of focusing on farming grains, people generally just focus on farming gold bars. Since I'm going to need crystals. Crystals should not be that difficult to get. I don't think I've ever been strapped for Damascus crystals. So normal game progression, you should have more than enough to progress safely throughout the game. Ah, Killian, what the hell are you doing? Killian, your highness, and he's back here with the grimoire. It did not escape me on my way here. You are mobilizing your troops. Very keenly observed, and that's why I'm afraid I won't be able to let you go. But speak, what brings you to us today? The Grand Grimoire. I took it from your sister. Don't worry, I didn't harm her. It doesn't concern me anymore, but why are you bringing it to me? You know what it is you're holding there in your hand, right? I do. I brought it because you are the true ruler of Valentis, and this weapon is yours. You are the rightful owner. Your Highness, I think Killian's deeds deserve the greatest rewards we can offer. He has brought us the weapon that will forever protect your realm. Indeed, you have the infinite gratitude of Terran. You may have whatever you wish for. Gold, land, the title of nobility, anything you want. All that and a place in the ranks of the generals, along with their power. What insolence! But after General Gottfried's departure, we are actually in need of a new replacement. Okay, let's see if this bomb can manage to not explode. There is something I have to explain to you. I know you won't be able to believe me, and it will be the biggest surprise of this trip for you, but I have to get it off my chest. Yeah, you were an inquisitor. I was once part of the church. That surprises absolutely no one. You know that? Wasn't it obvious? How could we not have noticed? Well, I guess it surprises Agil. You were well informed about the facilities in Shambhala. You seem to know High Inquisitor Raphael, and likewise this Wyatt. Well then, sorry to have stolen your time. Anyway, to wrap it up, I uncovered these facilities in Shambhala and other crooked businesses, and left the church. I've been traveling the world ever since. As High Inquisitor, I always had to wear a helmet. Ordinary residents and soldiers don't know my face. Well, let's return to our rooms. You should hate the people of Merrily with all your heart. They have oppressed your village and ultimately brought it to its death. Forgive me? The church is to blame, that's true, but that does make every single resident guilty. Guilty. They belong to the church, isn't that reason enough? There can be many reasons why each one of them is a part of the church. However, not every one of them were involved in the fate of my people. They just condemn them all? It would be the easiest thing to do, but would it be the right thing to do? Are you sure you want to do this? No, of course we're not sure. Our first priority is Lan's well-being after all. If we'd only been conscious, we would have stopped her from coming here. If you really plan to kill him, it will throw the entire world into chaos. Are you aware of that? No, it will actually save the entire world. Take our word for it. Are they talking about the Inquisitor? You screwed up. What if Killian returned this stone to King Frederick? Even if we brought them the grimoire and gave away our position, they won't be able to mobilize so quickly. Besides, we found Rena's tomb. There is no longer any reason to stay in Valentis. At last, I'm honored to be able to greet the Holy Mother. Who would have thought that you would be reborn during my administration of all times? Your Excellency, leave the talking to me. You may also leave the room. Oh, poor Pope. Celestia, welcome. My name is Marcus and I am the leader of the Gandebrat Society, which I am sure you know also organizes the church. I know of Gandebrat, but originally you are from the Order of Leonard, aren't you? How unexpected. The vessel is empty. The three guardians within you are gone. You are here because I have to explain some things to you. The Church is descended from the Order of Leonard, a group searching for a weapon that can defeat the Harbinger. We will work together to achieve this goal, but first we have another common enemy. Ryan. We were supposed to wait for their throne. They were supposed to wait from their throne in another dimension for us to find the weapon, but the immortality they gained there went to their heads. They felt like gods who thought they could judge mankind. And that is why they created the Grand Grimoire and destroyed the human world over and over again. They were afraid that mankind would become too strong. They make sure that the population and progress would be set back for millennia. How is it that we don't know about this from history books? History is written by the survivors, and these are named by Divine. They decide what is written. Even we of the Order do not know how many times this cycle has repeated itself. That is also the reason why you maidens exist. Narratives change, sometimes on purpose, sometimes by accident. Over millennia, one story becomes another. However, you maidens carry the unadulterated knowledge in your memories. No matter how many centuries pass, you all know what really happened, not because of these stories, but because you have all experienced everything yourselves. But what is the reason for the monsters on Shambhala? We need to use the Grand Grimoire to destroy Divine. But do you know the true nature of the Grimoire? It must destroy life and absorb the Ether to gain power. To kill Divine, we need to make the Grand Grimoire as strong as possible. This is why we created monsters that we could sacrifice to the Grimoire. After all, we don't sacrifice humans like King Frederick. We send the leftover to our safe stations on the surface because we have developed something much better than those little beasts. We've created lumps of flesh that can house as much ether as hundreds of monsters. Celestia, there are three things we need in order to kill Divine. The Grand Grimoire as a weapon, the key from the Tomb of Reyna, and of course, the fitting door behind which Divine are hiding. I guess that's the white door Glenn has. Here, you can have the key back. there's a little problem. The Grand Grimoire was stolen from us. Terran's troops have ambushed us. Terran's generals are casting unimaginable magic. They've destroyed all the protective walls. My lord, I've initiated all preparations for a counterattack, but for safety reasons, I advise you to get on a rescue ship with the Holy Mother. We need to get past these security doors. That will have to wait for next time. It's gotten to a certain hour and I've got dinner to make. So, like yesterday and the day before that, thanks a lot for coming by. It was a real pleasure having you around, and see you around tomorrow. Ciao!